Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about motivated walks. So there are many different routes I can take to get to my classes and practices, and here are 7 of the different ones I have taken. There are definitely others, but these are 7 ones I typically take, and even though there are 7 different ones I have taken, I tend to favor the same route almost every time. And that's this route through Mayfield Road, down Murray Hill, cut down, back down at Delbert, and get to Beale/Main Quad. And the question is why this route? It's clearly not the fastest or the most direct. And that just brings into, so according to Lavadino and Lincoln, pedestrians tend to favor walking routes that are not only functional, but that evoke emotion and allow them to meet people and bring them comfort. So people aren't going to always, if you're going from point A to point B, you're going to choose, and there's multiple routes, you can choose the route that you feel emotional connection to. So that brings up the main idea that people are more likely to take paths that evoke feelings of comfort and happiness, which brings up the question that what parts of University Circle draw the most pedestrians to their comforting feel? So why do people take these routes? Because they're the most comforting. So one thing I immediately noticed is Murray Hill Road to me had a lot of comforting, it just brought that out. It felt that way to me when I walked through it. And the brick roads along Murray Hill is just a huge comforting part of University Circle as you walk down that path. And part of it is the road itself. It has so much character. None of the bricks are the same. They're all different shapes, sizes, colors. You can see there's some weeds in between. And it's just very interesting. Other comforting factors of this road are the color of the brick is just warm, even though the color of the brick changes with the time of day and the weather. And then there aren't that many cars driving down the road because it's not a main road, but when they do, they make an interesting gurgling sound, which is also pretty comforting. And then the fall leaves that line the streets during the fall and the snow in the winter. The houses and restaurants that line the road as well have so much character, and the people who walk through the streets are just families. Just find different people that you wouldn't find in other parts of University Circle. So here are some examples of different houses with a lot of character. And although every house is dramatically different here, they all are just kind of fit together in all along the street, and they just have homey, comforting feel. You see the one in the bottom middle has Christmas decorations, which is also comforting. So a specific encounter I had with this street is I went to the Feast of the Assumption, and here are some images. And this is a quick video I took when I was there. It happened the week before orientation week, and so just an interesting like contrast between how many people were there then versus now. And here is in picture from 1950. The feast has been going on since 1898, but here's a picture from 1950, and it's just a big tradition of the street. So it's just a stark contrast from now, where there's the first time I went and just crowded people, and then now it's just way less crowded. It's more comforting.